Greetings. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mushtaq Memon, Professor Emeritus from Washington State University. Today's video is focused on training of the trainers. This training took place in Pakistan, which is a country in South Asia. As you can see on your left-hand side on the slide, this country is bordered with Afghanistan on the northwest, and on the west side is Iran, and on the east is India, and in the south is Arabian Sea. Part of the northeast is also borders with China. So the training took place at the Faculty of Veterinary and Animal Sciences in Sindh Agriculture University in Pakistan. Sindh is the province all the way in the south, as you can see on the map. There are two dots there. One is Karachi and one is Hyderabad. Karachi is the capital of Sindh province, and this training took place close to Hyderabad at Sindh Agriculture University. And part of the training was out at the station called Tando Muhammad Khan Race Sindhi Farm. It was about 2 weeks long training, and the trainees were graduated veterinarians who have been in practice for a few years. So the age could be in their 30s and 40s. So some of the training was almost like a refresher or continuing education for them. Most of them were employed with the Sindh government, and they practiced in the field, providing services to the livestock farmers, especially cattle. So we'll be focusing more on cattle and buffalo. In Western countries like the United States, we call them water buffalo, which is a very common animal in that part of the world. So these veterinarians have also a staff of veterinary technicians, what they call them in local area compounders, and the staff of a few other technicians there. So when they came to the campus, the first thing I did was I sat down with them and I asked them, I said, you are experienced veterinarians. Tell me, what do you like to learn? Well, there were quite a few different, wishes from their part. They talked about different diseases and so many other things. But the consensus was they really want to learn how to do properly artificial insemination in cows, as well as pregnancy diagnosis. I think many of them had some troubles with the pregnancy diagnosis. So I agreed that, okay, we will cover those areas, but at the same time, I like to really sharpen their skills in problem solving. So how they can diagnose a problem and then hopefully solve with the based upon what their findings are. And also to try to plug in something what we call lifelong learning. And I will go a little more in detail as time goes on here. Quite a few topics were covered. Most of the time I gave them presentations in the morning time. And in the afternoon we had only about, 5 or 10 discussions and seminars. Otherwise, all of them were hands-on experience for them. And we started with having reproductive tracts, which were collected from slaughterhouses. So we put those tracts on the table and show them that once they go per rectum, what they're going to find. So they visualize the different structures on the ovaries and also how they look like, how they are going to be felt. So first they try to practice on the table, and then we took them out in the field. So on your left-hand side, this is just a cattle chute, and I'm standing next to it trying to explain to them the proper way how to approach animal, and then how animals has to be controlled well. Some of those things are very basic for those folks, but there were a few younger people too that I wanted to make sure they do things in the right way. And on the right side, you see the one trainee is checking the cow, and the gentleman next to him is our local faculty member. And I'm grateful for those faculty members of the local institutions, and they were a big help in this training. We also did the semen collection and the breeding soundness examination on the male. These are buffaloes, local buffalo, what they call Kundi breed buffalo. So our local faculty member is collecting semen from this male buffalo, and then semen was brought in the lab. And on your left-hand side, again, our another faculty member is explaining how to evaluate semen, and many of them had opportunity to look at the different slides for sperm motility, sperm morphology under the microscope. And then they were told some of the basics of semen extenders and how to extend their semen and then cool it down and freeze it, and then how to store those frozen semen. Then came to, the artificial insemination. So I emphasized over and over the proper timing to inseminate the semen in the cows so that you have more chances to have this cow getting pregnant. Then came to pregnancy diagnosis. What do you look for? And my goal for them was that all of you should be able to comfortably and confidently diagnose pregnancy per rectum anytime after 35 days of pregnancy. At that time, ultrasound was not that common in that part of the world. It still is a little expensive for these field veterinarians to own one. So I really did not emphasize ultrasonography for pregnancy diagnosis in bovine. And then here was the technique that I tried to see that if I could make some of the folks life learning and, the love for that. So what we did was we divided the whole group in about 4 to 5 participants, and they picked a topic in reproduction of bovine, and then we brought them in the library with quite a few computers there, and many of our veterinary students who were younger and had a lot of comfort level with the computer technology. So they sat down with them and then show them how they can get on internet to find information, and then put all those ideas together and make a presentation. And then on left-hand side, you see a representative of each group came up and gave presentation on the topic. So I hope that they picked up quite a few different things. So with the computer availability now, fairly common and everywhere, that they can find information on their own. So these are the participants with some of the instructors. So I was very happy really to help, and still I have some contact with these folks, and they are still communicate. So it worked out very well. So my next video is going to be on another thought-provoking topic. Does really artificial insemination in these animals help to increase animal production? So I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.